I don't even know where to begin. Everything is falling apart.
Yeah, we came here for my job in beautiful rural Idaho. And we had an opportunity to live our dream.
Opportunity. My dream of homesteading and having a hobby farm.
And my dream of living in the mountains in the wilderness where the wild things live.
We quickly realized that we don't really belong here in North Idaho. There are good people here, but there are a lot of bad people here. It's a safe haven in North Idaho for Nazis and white supremacists. We've had somebody hold a sign up in their car telling us to go back to California. I had a recent road rage event the other day where somebody didn't like my bumper stickers, and so they sped around me and made sure I couldn't go the speed that I wanted to go. Because we have a Bernie sticker and a sticker that says, "Welcome to Idaho, stay as long as you want." Because most of the cars here have stickers that say, "Welcome to Idaho, now go home," or "Go away, Idaho's full." And I don't mean just one or two, I mean there's tons and tons of cars with these stickers on them.
It's not an anomaly.
No. I've heard people threaten to kill and bury people that don't have the same views as them, and it's just kind of violent and scary. As part of the LGBTQ community myself, I don't feel safe or accepted here. I've found a few locals that are LGBTQ or allies, and they're great. I love them, but I just don't feel safe here. I've had some people who live here get upset and say, we're not all like that, but there's too many.
There's a large majority, and I'm not going to overgeneralize and say everyone's like that, right? So there's definitely a few people, friends of yours, that are not like that, right? But the majority is.
You can't blame me for not wanting to live somewhere.
Where you're accepted? Yeah, I blame you, Danielle.
You can't blame me for not wanting to live somewhere where people are inherently against people like me. I don't want my children growing up around racists. Where we left off in our last video, it was right before the Pacific Northwest heat wave that came
and killed a lot of our birds.
It killed almost 12 or something of our meat birds.
They were too fat to handle the heat.
And at the same time as the heat wave, basically, both of our cars broke. We were only able to fix one of them, so we only have one working car. Not even just the cars broke, other stuff around our house broke, which led to
left and right.
I mean, everything fell apart all at once. I had to go back to work just to make ends meet, and we still aren't making ends meet.
And the chickens, it's like we bought however many back in January, 90 plus chickens, something crazy. We thought we wanted chickens. We thought they'd be awesome.
We thought we could make money off them.
They
Turns
were a
out
hindrance. They
no
were going
market.
through a bag of feed a day or every other day, and
we couldn't
they're
afford
useless to us. Affording it, we couldn't afford it. We didn't want them. They were disgusting.
We couldn't afford to feed chickens.
They were too messy too.
Anyway, we sold almost all of our new chickens that we got. The only ones we have left are the silkies. We sold all of our 1-year-old laying chickens, and now we're just down to our Polishes and silkies. We're also trying to sell our goats, which is
difficult.
It's an unsuccessful venture thus far, which is stressful for us. We hardly have money to feed ourselves, not in the sense that we're going to be homeless and all that stuff, but we're
limiting our food choices.
Meat and vegetables is all we can get right now.
Meat and potatoes. We live in Idaho.
I don't think we've ever been this broke. Maybe in college, in the very beginning. It's been extremely stressful, and once all of that happened, I didn't much feel like making any videos. Especially since my watch hours on YouTube are absolutely in the toilet. And it was discouraging. I am making this as a diary for my children to look back on when they get older. However, I was hoping to be making a little money off of YouTube by this point. We need money, so. I didn't want to do it until I felt like I was doing it for fun. So yeah, we butchered the meat chickens 2 weeks early, just so we didn't have to feed them anymore. We thought we were going to be adopting a couple of kids, and not for financial reasons, but for a lot of other reasons, it fell apart, which also meant we had to take off time to grieve. It was a really traumatic event. In summation, we felt depressed and angry and stressed and anxious, and it was important for us to feel all those feelings, but you can't live in that space forever. We are true believers in the power of positivity.
Let it go. Let it go.
How we look at things is, if you don't like your life, quit complaining over and over and over again about it.
Define
and go change it.
Define your own reality.
Yeah. And we've tried to make this work for a long time. We've changed our mindsets. We've tried not to complain about it too much, and tried to create our community that we felt safe and comfortable in, and it just feels like we haven't been able to do that. One of my really close friends I made here is moving too.
It seems like everywhere we move, Danielle's friends move like the first 6 months we're there. It's been a year here, but very quickly it's like she makes friends and then they're gone.
You know when you're holding your breath, just not breathing, you don't realize that you weren't until you take another deep breath and start breathing again. Well, 2 weeks ago, we were going to refinance this house and remodel it, make it beautiful and homey. Maybe that could help our
situation.
Yeah. A few days after that, we had an epiphany. We turned to each other.
Light bulb moment.
And said, let's move. We're done here. There's nothing left for us here. That was our deep breath inhale moment, where we said,
why not?
Wow, we've been
crazy.
Holding our breath for so long, working so hard to try and gasp for air, and we've finally gotten it. Oh boy, we had to pause and do a lot of stuff.
Sorry,
and
I had to change clothes.
I got pooped on by a chicken that we sold, so.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I changed.
That's gross.
Anyways, I think we've got the bulk of it across. We're gonna put our house on the market, like next month maybe, depending.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. There's a lot of factors that need to play their part, and I got about a 5 or 6 stage plan. Stage 1 is complete. We have moved on to stage 2, and from there we'll see what happens.
Anyways, we thank everyone that has followed our channel from the beginning. We haven't forgotten you. It's not that we don't love you. We just need to...
Chill.
We needed to regroup.
Take
really
a chill
badly.
pill, a very long chill pill.
Yeah, it's been really rough over here. So hopefully soon we'll be in a place with a longer growing season, and we will sell all our goats and our chickens and
get more ducks. I love my ducks.
Yeah, we do need to sell our ducks, but we will get probably more ducks later on.
Love ducks.
Love ducks. They're great. All right, I think we're good here. We don't know really what the future holds for us, but we are very hopeful and excited, as well as very stressed and depressed, if that makes sense.
We're overwhelmed.
Yeah.
It's chaos.
This is the 7th house we've moved to, in the 4th state that we've moved to
in the last
10 years. So we're really not happy about that. We need to settle down, and we thought this was going to be it, but it's not. Our story is not finished. Thank you all for your support, and we look forward to seeing you on our next video. We love you all. Bye.
See you on the flip side.